In a serene and quiet village named Meadowbrook, there lived a bright and inquisitive boy named Tom. Tom had dark brown eyes and messy black hair that always seemed to fall into his face. His best friend was a clever raven named Midnight. Midnight had shiny black feathers and sharp, intelligent eyes. Tom and Midnight were always together, exploring the countryside and dreaming of exciting adventures. One crisp autumn day, Tom and Midnight decided to explore a part of the forest they had never visited before. This part of the forest was known as Twilight Valley. It was a place where few villagers went because it was said to be full of secrets and mysteries. Tom was not afraid. Instead, he felt a thrill of excitement as he set off with Midnight perched on his shoulder. The forest of Twilight Valley was unlike any other. The trees were tall and ancient, their leaves glowing with a soft golden light. The air was cool and filled with the scent of pine and earth. As they walked deeper into the valley, Tom noticed that the forest was very quiet. There were no birds singing, no animals rustling in the underbrush. It was as if the forest was holding its breath, waiting. As they continued their journey, Tom and Midnight came across a narrow path that seemed to lead further into the heart of Twilight Valley. The path was lined with stones that sparkled in the dappled sunlight. Tom felt a strange pull, urging him to follow the path. Midnight cawed softly, as if to agree. They walked for what felt like hours until they reached a clearing. In the center of the clearing stood an old, weathered sign. The sign read, "Welcome to the lost village of Twilight Valley." Tom's heart raced with excitement. He had heard stories about a lost village but had never believed they were true. "Let's find out more, Midnight," Tom whispered. Midnight cawed in agreement. They walked into the clearing, and to their amazement, they saw the ruins of an old village. There were crumbling stone houses, overgrown gardens, and a large, ancient tree in the center of the village. The tree's branches stretched out like welcoming arms, and its leaves rustled gently in the breeze. Tom and Midnight explored the village, curious about its history. They found old tools, broken pottery, and faded paintings that hinted at a once thriving community. As they explored, they noticed something strange about the tree in the center of the village. There was a small door at the base of the tree, partially hidden by vines and moss. Tom's curiosity got the better of him. He gently pulled the vines away and opened the small door. Inside, he found a winding staircase leading down into the earth. Tom took a deep breath and, with Midnight by his side, began to descend the staircase. The stairs led to an underground chamber filled with a soft, glowing light. In the center of the chamber, there was a large, circular mirror surrounded by ancient symbols and carvings. The mirror's surface shimmered like liquid silver, and Tom felt a strange, magical energy emanating from it. As Tom approached the mirror, he saw his reflection. But instead of his usual appearance, his reflection seemed to be calling out to him, urging him to step closer. Tom reached out and touched the mirror's surface. The moment his fingers made contact, the mirror rippled like water, and Tom felt himself being pulled into it. When Tom opened his eyes, he found himself standing in a beautiful, enchanted village. The buildings were whole and vibrant, with colorful flowers blooming in every garden. The villagers were happy and bustling about their daily lives. It was the lost village of Twilight Valley, restored to its former glory. Tom realized that he had traveled back in time to a moment and the village was alive and thriving. He walked through the village, taking in the sights and sounds. The villagers greeted him warmly, and Tom felt a sense of belonging. As he explored, Tom learned about the village's history from an elderly woman named Elara. Elara told him that the village had once been protected by a powerful magical tree, the same tree that now stood in the center of the ruined village. The tree's magic had kept the village safe and prosperous for many years. However, many years ago, a great darkness had fallen over the valley. The villagers had tried to protect the tree, but the darkness was too powerful. The tree's magic had been weakened, and the village had fallen into ruin. The villagers had hidden the mirror, hoping that one day someone with a pure heart would find it and restore the village to its former glory. Tom listened intently, realizing that he had a chance to help the village and its people. He knew that he had to find a way to restore the tree's magic and banish the darkness once and for all. With midnight by his side, Tom set out on a quest to find the source of the darkness. He explored the enchanted village and the surrounding forest, seeking clues and gathering information. Along the way, he made friends with the villagers, who offered their help and support. After many days of searching, Tom discovered that the source of the darkness was a cursed amulet hidden deep within the forest. The amulet had been created by a powerful sorcerer who had once tried to control the magic of the tree. The sorcerer's plan had failed, but the amulet's dark magic had remained, slowly spreading through the valley and weakening the tree's power. Determined to save the village, Tom and Midnight set out to find the amulet. They ventured deep into the heart of the forest, facing many challenges and dangers along the way. They encountered enchanted creatures, treacherous terrain, and dark magic traps set by the sorcerer. Despite the difficulties, Tom and Midnight pressed on, their determination and bravery unwavering. After many trials, they finally reached the hidden cave where the amulet was kept. The cave was dark and filled with an eerie energy. Tom could feel the amulet's dark power pulsing in the air. Tom approached the amulet, which was set on a pedestal in the center of the cave. He knew that he had to destroy it to break the curse and restore the village. With Midnight's encouragement, Tom reached out and took the amulet in his hands. The moment he touched it, he felt a surge of dark energy trying to overwhelm him. But Tom's heart was strong and pure. He focused on the love and kindness he had for the villagers and the magic of the tree. With all his might, he smashed the amulet against the pedestal. The amulet shattered into pieces, and a blinding light filled the cave. When the light faded, Tom found himself back in the underground chamber beneath the tree. The mirror's surface was calm and clear, and the ancient symbols around it glowed with a soft, golden light. Tom knew that he had succeeded in breaking the curse. He hurried back up the staircase to the village above. To his amazement, the ruined village had been restored. The buildings were whole again, the gardens were blooming, and the villagers were happy and bustling about their daily lives. The ancient tree in the center of the village was also restored to its full glory. It stretched out majestically, and its leaves glowed with a golden light. The villagers gathered around the tree, celebrating their newfound prosperity in the return of their beloved village. Elara approached Tom, her eyes filled with gratitude. "Thank you, Tom," she said. "You have saved our village and restored the magic of the tree. We will always be in your debt." Tom smiled, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. He knew that he had done something truly special. As he looked around at the happy faces of the villagers, he realized that he had found a new home in the lost village of Twilight Valley. Tom and Midnight continued to live in the village, always ready for the next adventure. They knew that the magic of the tree and the mirror would always be there to protect and guide them. And so, they lived happily ever after, always exploring, learning, and growing in the enchanted village they had saved.